It's 5.10, approve plans and specifications for the Middletown Multi-Use Path Project, bid number 22-05, state project number ATPL 5914, parentheses 102. And I give it to Mr. DeLeon, or Director DeLeon, sorry about that. If you have anything to add, or Supervisor Sabatier, if you wanted to start with
Sure, that way we can go ahead and focus the conversation. Thank you. I know that this project has been in the works for probably, I want to say at minimum 3 years, maybe 4 years. I know it started over at the APC committee, and then eventually once that was concluded, it was brought down to the county to continue on the work, to get the CEQA done, and to get the planning stuff done. I think it's an amazing project, and I did not want to let this one slide through without making it public, and I was just wondering if Director DeLeon can at least provide some details for the public as to where this is located, what it's for. I think this is the type of project that I would love to see happen in other areas of the county as well, and this will be a good, hopefully a pilot showing of what we can do to provide greater amenities for moving around and being able to enjoy our environment.
All right.
Sure. Let me get to a little map here of the community. Basically, this is an actually pretty unique project in that it is taking a trail that kind of had been created through time, just from folks using it, and we're making some improvements to it and making it safer. And the project basically begins at Pine Street in Middletown, which is a small county maintained road that parallels Highway 29 and dead ends at a cul-de-sac. And the trail will extend from the end of Pine Street along the state highway right-of-way, and adjacent to Highway 29, there's a pretty wide right-of-way through there. It will extend past Dry Creek cutoff and end near the Twin Pine Casino. The path is a combination equestrian and pedestrian path. It'll have a paved portion for the pedestrians and bicyclists, and then a gravel path that will be separated and off a little distance from the paved path for equestrians. And again, it will follow closely the alignment of a path that's been created just over time by use. I mentioned it's an interesting project in that it's a kind of a joint effort between the county and Caltrans. The trail is in Caltrans right-of-way, which is pretty unique. I've worked with Caltrans for a long time, and being a transportation guy myself, putting amenities like that that you have to maintain in your right-of-way is generally something that we don't like to do, but Caltrans has been a great partner in this, and they will be performing the maintenance on it in the future after it's constructed. Supervisor Sabatier mentioned that this was done through the APC, and the Public Works Department agreed to perform all the engineering and the development of the plans and specifications. And so we're proud to have played a role in the development of the project. And I'll be happy to try to answer any other questions. If folks want to contact our department, probably the best way to just give us a call at 707-263-2341. And if they'd like to see a set of plans, we can have a PDF and we can email that. I will also ask staff to put it up on our Facebook page, and perhaps we can put a link to the PDF of those plans so folks can take a look at that. So we'll put that out on our Facebook page and get a link to folks.
Thank you.
I'll happy to answer any other questions.
Supervisor Sabatier?
Thank you so much for that description. Again, I think this is a fabulous project. It's kind of an organic trail that the community decided I want to use it as a pathway, and we've expanded on that by making it amenable for other uses, for multi-use, and I appreciate that. One of the things that popped in my mind, I was looking through the blueprint. There seems to be a wall that separates the highway and the trail. Am I correct in reading that appropriately?
I don't know if it's a wall. I think we're putting a guardrail there.
It seemed to be like a small, so it could have been a guardrail, yeah. It wasn't like a tall wall that you can't see the highway anymore.
Right.
That maybe was not the correct use of words. And one of the things that came to mind when I was looking at this project is the new Caltrans funding for Clean California. I'm just curious if that's possible that in the near future there can be ways to pretty it up by adding more art, by adding more attractive portions to the trail by using the Clean California grant.
We've actually been contacted by some community members with that very question. And, our focus is to develop the plans and specs for this project and get it delivered. Certainly Caltrans would be the agency that would be approving any additions or modifications to the completed project for any beautification. I know that the community member that I spoke with had some pretty grand ideas as far as shade structures, art, planting of trees, et cetera, for the beautification of that facility. So that's kind of already being kicked around, and if there's anything that we can do, Public Works can do to help support that, it will be something that the Caltrans will have to approve. But I think it's certainly a candidate.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Supervisor Pyska?
Yeah, I'm so excited for this project and grateful for the update. When I was in high school, I used to run that trail for cross country, and there's not a lot of places for kids to safely run. In our towns, we don't have an extensive trail system, which is one of my top priorities. So I'm just so excited for this. I think it's just going to be wonderful. I love watching the kids ride their horses and talk on their cell phones at the same time. So it's going to be just a wonderful improvement for Middletown, and I wish Supervisor Simon was here to participate. Because I know this is an important project for him too.
All right, is there anyone from the public that would like to add comment to this, or if not, I don't see anybody in the chambers and I don't see anybody online, so we'll bring it back.
One last comment. Thank you, Director De Leon, for letting me put you on the hot seat. I did not ask him until just earlier if he could provide some updates.
No problem.
All right, so I think...
Mr. Chair, I move to approve plans and specifications for the Middletown Multi-Use Path Project, bid number 22-05, state project number ATPL-5914, in parentheses 102.
Second.
So I have a motion and a second. Johanna, please conduct the roll call.
Okay, Supervisor Sabatier?
Aye.
Supervisor Scott?
Aye?
Supervisor Pyska?
Yes.
And Supervisor Crandall?
Aye.